I don't want to, get caught in all of the bad things, because I think that there is some good that has started, some light that has started to show at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, but that's,
But there was a lot of darkness
who's
there
clicking
for a
in.
long time.
I don't know who's clicking into, to see circle jerks and like fancy handshakes, dude. I think it's the hard conversations is what people aren't having. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm like, no, dude, my show, it's all right, but like, to be honest, I didn't get to talk to nobody,
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of other people like that. I think more now than ever, people talk about incels or X, Y, and Z, but it's like, who is like getting out and relating to people or not? And it's like, man, I've been alone, haven't related, haven't talked to anybody, and then when I did, it was just super fake and artificial because I was just trying to survive. I've just been in survival mode, and that's so unhealthy. Shame and guilt, when you just hold it in, whether it's proper or not for the reasoning, you're just like, it's just toxic. Yeah. And so like I said, I found people I'd tell my story to, and they'd scoot closer and be like, fuck, I have nothing to do with this, but like, dude, you're your own ride or die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we got room with you. We're going to go smoke cigarettes and skip rocks and get a DUI tonight. You're welcome. I'm like, oh, let me weigh the odds on this. Or I have people that are like, oh yeah, we're 29 and we're millionaires, and like, you can come stay at our mansion. We own 2. And I'm like, I think I can figure this one out. Yeah. And so I found myself in crazy situations, but it's almost like this out of body experience where I'm like living this story where I'm like, man, I just want it to be worth fucking telling. You know what I mean? Because I've just been telling stories, making people laugh.
Your story's a hard one to tell because of the seriousness and severity of it. And I think a lot of people might actually think
it makes
fake,
them uncomfortable.
It's not. And it's a fucking hard truth.
Yeah.
And so
I try my best to be honest too. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like, hey, I might have been a fucking liar. I'm not gonna fucking err on my own side because that's like how I got where I'm at. I bet on myself. But also, I'm just just a fucking human.
You're right.
I make mistakes, dude.
But
it's bigger than me.
I also saw, just because you lie doesn't make you a bad person.
No, I know.
But for me, I've always saw there's a solid moral compass. And I think what a lot of folks who maybe are in the camp of, the LES church is the best thing in the world, what they don't realize is you can have a almost identical set of morals and principles that you operate your life by and not be Mormon.
Okay.
And guess
any
what?
Religion for that matter.
Yes. And you can have a different set of beliefs and everything else, and you can treat people good and be nice. And just because you don't believe the things that they believe doesn't mean that they're bad people. And also, by the way, if you do believe that you're only a good person because, you do follow what's in a book,
the plan,
you should consider maybe looking introspectively at yourself and consider that, there are great people out there doing great things from different backgrounds. And what I saw the first time I met you was, this is just a genuinely good person. And I enjoyed hanging out with that.
And, I wonder if that's because when you came to my parents' house for that first time, you said, hey, this is like, I don't feel like somebody's going to come off the rails here. Maybe you just let your true self, like maybe that was the moment that you just let a little bit of you out.
True. But I'd tap in and out of that. I was always in a state, I'm trying not to now, but always in a state of panic. So it's like, I've been walking on eggshells and bending over backwards my entire fucking life. I've been the mayor of rock bottom. When I met you guys, I was at fucking rock bottom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Living on a futon, riding a street bike with no motorcycle license, working at a tanning salon, getting cancer, out of 2,400 employees, like 5 of them are males, and out of those 5, whatever. Anyways, and so it's just like, fucking no plan, dude. Flying by the seat of my pants, so much anxiety, and if any failure happens, it's told you so, Alan. Come on back in, buddy. And they're hoping that doubles you down, where you don't jump the fence no more.
They want your failure.
They want your your divorce happens, bummer, but also
we'll take
welcome
10%
back.
of your income.
But hey, sidebar, when I knew the writing on the wall for me and my ex, we were getting divorced. And I got a letter in the mail, and I hadn't gone to church in, 12 years or so. And I got a letter in the mail at her house, or at our house, and we were living way up in the sticks. And it was called, like tithing settlement, or something like that. Anyways, it was about paying your like back taxes, but in tithing. And that it like low key made me start crying. Not low key. It made me fucking start crying.
That's unrealistic.
Because
I
I was juggling some big ass knives again, and then
Yeah.
it's like this other one came back in. It wasn't an Accutane knife to juggle, but it was just another knife where I'm just like, oh fuck, I thought I ditched you guys. You know, it's not like I solved my problems. I was just
It's just been following.
I
you
was
around
just
everywhere.
hitting. Yeah, I was just hitting certain forks in the road, hoping to lose some of these fucks on my coattails. Not different types of fucks.
Like an action movie.
Yeah,
just
but yeah, it's
trying
just
back
it was
trying to
just
shoot 'em.
it was just I just felt like I was always being watched, and I I just always being judged and whatnot. So I just didn't know what to do, but stay true to my course, which was like, hey, I think it's gonna pay off in the end. To just like stay, true to myself.
So I feel like you found yourself along the way. I'm not going to say you're perfect,
Definitely.
but you've been around
Crazy.
us now for a period of time, and I feel like you let a lot of your walls down when you're around us.
I feel safe. I feel like I'm in a group. I feel like I belong.
Yeah.
Praise Allah. But yeah, yeah, those are the things I feel. Most people can't communicate how they feel, but I can, because like I've had like emptiness. So it's like you throw in 3 savages and like awesome spouses and whatnot, and then like children. It's like, dude, I'm full.
Yeah.